Hi everybody. If this is your first time here, I am a dog groomer and I've been grooming dogs over 30 years. I make videos of dogs being groomed, and today I am making a video with a Shih Tzu. His name is Wookie. So let's get started. We're going to start out with his bath, and I have my coffee this morning. I make mugs with dogs' pictures on them. I can do grooming day mugs if that's what the owner wants. I can take the picture after they're grooming and have it put on a cup. Isn't that cute? Alright, let's get started. This is a Shih Tzu. I'm going to go ahead and get the water warmed up. He comes a couple times a year, and his mother actually brushes him, which is very rare, so his hair is really long and he is not even matted. His mother brings her own shampoo, so I'm going to go ahead and use this on him. Stuff smells really good. I'm going to go ahead and rinse him off, rinse off all his shampoo. I'm also going to use conditioner. Going to load him up with conditioner so he's nice and soft. So this guy is 14 years old, and a lot of older dogs do not tolerate the blow dryer. They just freak out. I don't know why, because a lot of older dogs are deaf, but they just don't like it. So I'm going to go ahead and cover his ears with this before I turn the blow dryer on. I'm going to finish blow drying him. By the way, his name is Wookie. He looks like a Wookie. He does. Just put this loop on so he does not try to jump off the table. Brace this up. Looks like his nails have been cut recently, so I'm just taking a little bit off because they will bleed if I cut them too short. Go ahead and cut his dew claws too. Some dogs have dew claws and some dogs don't. Okay, so his mother sent a picture with him of how she wants him cut, which is very easy picture. Looks like he's going to get a number 3 blade all over. what some people would call a puppy cut, but everybody has a different meaning for puppy cut. So he's a very good dog. He's 14 years old. Still a little bit damp, so this blade is kind of jamming up in the hair, but as we go, he will dry once I get the hair off. I'm going to turn my fan on so he can dry as we go. So I use a fan. Also going to use the 3-blade on his head too. Going to use a 10-blade to shave out his potty area. Going to shave out under his belly with the 10-blade so it stays clean when he goes to the bathroom. Nice and short under here. Okay, so his body is getting a 3-blade. His potty area got a 10-blade, which is very short. And I'm going to use a 7-blade just on the base of his tail. That's shorter than his body. Gives him a little bit of style, and it keeps his tail clean when he goes to the bathroom. Just shave all that hair off. Since his back end is still a little bit damp, I'm just going to fluff it up with my comb, pull it away from the skin. That way the blade should go through easier. See how it kind of jams up? That's just because it's still a little bit wet. Yeah, it won't come off. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to use my 7 skip tooth blade because it's sharp and it'll cut through this thick hair. Let's cut about half this off, that way it can dry. And I'll come back to it in a few minutes. It's a little matted too. I think that's why it won't go through. Just a little bit. Brush his hair a little bit. See if I can get the 3-blade through his front leg. I had to shave out his underarms because they were matted under there. So you can see like this piece right here, the underarms were matted, but you'll never notice, even though I had to shave that out. You can't tell. going to use my comb to comb it all forward and take my curved scissors and scissor straight across his ankle. Lift this leg up so he'll put that one down, and I can scissor around. I'm going to get my straight scissors and trim up his foot. Hard to get in here with that 3-blade, so it's easier to just come back and trim it up with the scissors. Put my finger right here on that nub on his ankle so I don't cut it. Claws sticking out there. I'm almost done with his body. I have one more leg that I need to trim up, but I'm going to go ahead and brush out his tail first real quick. We're getting there. All right, I'm going to take my comb and check for any tangles. And there's one right there. I'm just going to thin it out real quick so I don't have to pull on the tangles. Use the chunkers. And then it combs right out. I use my straight scissors to trim up under his tail. And comb it all down. And scissors straight across the bottom. Using my straight scissors. Take about 1 inch off. I'm going to assume his mother likes it long. Maybe about 1.5 inches off. Yeah, that'd be good. And just double check and make sure it's even. And also just going to blend in the base of his tail here too. See where I shaved right there? See the difference between the long hair and the short? So I'm just going to fluff it up. I'm going to use my chunkers just to blend this in so it looks natural. I'm going to go ahead and trim his bangs. Just comb it all forward and use my curved scissors to trim right across the front. I'm going to use my comb to pull the hair away from his eyes and lightly shave out the corners of his eyes with my 30 blade. Pull that hair out and lightly shave it off. And I'm also going to shave the inside of his ears with a 30 blade also. That gets the hair out of my way so I can see what I'm doing when I clean them. I'm going to finish shaving his head and around his neck with a 3 blade. Pulling the skin tight so I don't catch any folds of skin with the clipper blade. Got a mat right there. I'll come back and cut that out. Brush his ears out and trim them up. So I'm going to get my comb, comb it all straight down. It's got some tangles back here. So I'm going to thin it out with my chunkers. I don't pull on tangles, I cut them out. Okay, try it again. Get my curved scissors, trim it nice and round. I'm going to find the ear leather with my fingers here. Use my fingers as a guide so I know where to cut. Sometimes the dog's ears don't lay flat. They fold in the middle, and his are folding. So it's going to be hard to get them to look even, and depending on how they're laying, they're not going to look even. Can be a challenge. Depending on their expressions, they turn and they pop and they fold their ears. A little bit of a challenge to get these ears even, like I said, just because they don't lay flat, and every time he moves them there's hairs out of place. But I'm going to try. I'm using my curved chunkers just to blend this in. I learned a long time ago to keep my fingers out of their way in case they want to bite me. Not that he bites, but it's a good habit to have. All right, I'm gonna comb it all down. And just blend it in. Now find that ear leather. We're done, but I just like to go over them one more time and make sure there's no hairs out of place. Just gonna run this 3-blade over him. Make sure it's nice and even. See, there's a hair right there I need to even up. Just gonna check under here. Make sure there's no hairs sticking straight down that I don't see, because if you don't bend over, you're not gonna see under there. Fluff that up and blend that in. Fluff this up. Just going to clean his ears real quick, and then I will dress him up. I think he's pretty close to the picture. They're even the same color. So I got a fragrance-free baby wipe, and I'm going to spray on some conditioner. Wipe him down so he's nice and shiny. He still has a nice long tail. Get a little bit of water. Make sure his eyes are clean. And I'm going to dress him up. He does not wear a collar. So if a dog has a collar, I give them a slip over the collar bandana, but he doesn't have one, so he is going to get a tie-on bandana. Let me see what I got in here. Aha! Super cute. It's got a little orange pom-pom. Do you want to wear that? Yeah? Do you like that? Okay. Go ahead and take this off. Tell everybody thanks for watching. If I can get this bandana on. There we go.
Thanks, lady.